Hi there, welcome back to VT. Now you're watching Market Farafat with me, Kanishka, Sarkar and Ankita Saxena. It's time now to take a look at all the stocks that are buzzing in trade today, and Sameet is with us to take us through all the stocks that are in the spotlight on the back of technicals. And the first stock that you've picked out for us, Sameet, is Canfin Homes, and it's trading well, good 1% uptick over there. But from here on, where do you see the stock headed?
See, clearly stock has been bucking the trend since morning. Overall, we are seeing a good broad-based sell-off in the market, but this stock has been maintaining its position above its important level. It is still trading with more than 1% gains. And overall, if you see from a slightly broader perspective, the stock has been continuing its uptrend by maintaining higher tops and higher bottoms. The kind of price action that we are witnessing today, the stock needs to surpass 915 on a closing basis. So once that happens, then we could see a bullish flag pattern get confirmed, and then probably the next move towards 940, 945 cannot be ruled out.
All right, moving on to the next counter that is in focus today, and that is Eternal or Zomato, that saw major block deal today as an undisclosed investor offloaded 0.5% of the company's equity. Now the shares were priced at 289.5 each, which is less than a percent discount to Friday's close. The sale was executed at the floor price, valuing the total deal at around 1,500 crores. And on the back of this big block deal, Eternal is declining away in trade. It's trading with cuts of 2.5% right now. In fact, it is at the lowest point of the day right now.
Yes, that is Eternal for you, trading at the lowest point of the day, 2.5% of cut over there. But Sameet, the next stock on your list is PB Fintech, and good moves over there as well, over a 1% gain right now. But if we look at the 1-month chart, very muted moves, just about 6.5% of gains. But from here on, where do you see the stock headed?
See, this stock has given a decisive breakout. Friday itself, 1850 was acting as a very strong resistance since last few months. This stock managed to surpass with decent rise in volume, so that provides some sort of credence to the move. And today we are seeing a good follow-up move in this counter. So with a slightly broader perspective, we expect this stock to surpass its recent highs of 950 quite soon, and then probably head towards 2000 and beyond levels. So overall, yes, bias remains positive. Any decline, should be used as a buying opportunity. On the low side now, previous resistance of 1850 would now act as immediate support, followed by a decent support around 1800 and 1780.
All right, so buy on dip strategy for PB Fintech. But moving on to the biggest loser on the Nifty yet again, that's Indigo. Now this one as the fallout from last week's massive flight disruption that continues. In fact, a PIL on the Indigo crisis reached the Supreme Court today, but the court has refused its urgent listing, saying that the government has already taken necessary steps. The petition flagged severe passenger hardship after widespread cancellations, which the bench has called a very serious issue. In fact, the matter was also raised in Parliament, and Civil Aviation Minister Ram Mohan Naidu said that around 5 lakh PNRs were cancelled due to Indigo's crew rostering and internal planning system failure. DGCA is closely monitoring the situation, and an inquiry into the software issue is also underway. In fact, the government may modify civil aviation requirement, that is CAR, to strengthen passenger protection. He has also apologized for the inconvenience and emphasized that passenger safety remains top priority. And hence, on the back of these latest developments that we are picking up today, Indigo remains in focus. A sharp downtick over there, trading nearly 7% down right now.
All right, moving on then to the next counter that Sameet have picked out for us, and that's HCL Tech from the IT pack. Now, HCL Tech has been doing well. In fact, today also on the back of fundamental news that they've found a partnership with the University of Western. Besides that, what's on the charts for HCL Tech? Because it's the IT counters that are really seeing some moves on the back of that weakening of the rupee.
See, after a long underperformance, finally IT stocks, are showing some signs of revival. HCL Tech, has already given a decent rally, in the recent past from the levels of 1400, 1380, and now it's challenging its recent highs of 1730, 1720. The kind of price action that we are seeing, we expect slowly and gradually up move to continue in the near term as well, wherein the first hurdle would be around 1730, and once this stock surpasses 730, we could see a trend reversal on monthly time frame charts as well, and then probably the stock would continue its upward move towards 1800 plus levels. So overall, yes, bias remains positive, and on the low side now, 1600, 1650 is a very strong strong support zone for HCL Tech.
All right, so those are the levels to watch out for as far as HCL Tech is concerned. But let's move on to another name from the mid-cap space, and that is COFORT. That is in focus today on the back of the fact that they have launched an AI-driven mainframe modernization COE that deepens its expertise in the BFSI and travel sectors. Now, this positions COFORT as a specialized player in AI and mainframe modernization, a niche with high switching costs. Now, it creates capabilities to win high-value transformation projects, but the revenue impact depends on the actual client wins. But on the back of this launch, COFORT is in focus today. It has come off the highest point of the day right now at the lowest point of the day with cuts of 1.8%.
All right, so that's COFORT for you. But moving on to the next counter, that is Prestige Estates. Sameet, that's the one that you've picked out for us, and it's trading 5% lower in trade today. Although through the year it has remained largely muted, but from here on, what is the chart structure suggesting?
See, clearly, most of the realty counters have taken a knock since morning. And as far as Prestige Estate is concerned, this stock has been hovering around this important support of 1620, 1630 since last couple of weeks. Today, we are seeing a decisive breakdown happening, and then the next important support to watch out for would be around 200 simple moving average, which is placed somewhere around 1530, 1500 odd levels. So yes, the weakness is likely to continue, and on the higher side, 1700, 1680 would act as a very strong resistance zone.
All right, that was the last talk for the day. Sameet, thank you so much for taking the time out and joining us today. We'll let you go on that note, and with that, it's a wrap on this edition of Market Fatafat. Kanishka and I will take your leave. Thank you so much for tuning in.